Welcome, gentle soul, to this air spirit meditation, Wind Dancer Path. I am Rune from NirvanaSparks, your guide as we journey through the ethereal realm of air and wind. Find yourself a comfortable position, one where your body feels supported and at ease. Allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to relax, and your breath to find its natural rhythm. As you settle into this moment, give yourself permission to simply be. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you, grounding you to the earth while your spirit prepares to dance with the wind. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. And as you exhale through slightly parted lips, release any tension you've been carrying. With each breath, you're creating space within yourself, space for lightness, for movement, for transformation. Imagine your breath as a gentle breeze flowing through your body, touching every cell with its cleansing presence. Notice how your chest rises and falls, like rolling hills caressed by passing winds. Your breath, this intimate connection with air, has been with you since your very first moment in this world. It is your constant companion, sustaining you, nurturing you, connecting you to the element of air that surrounds us all. As you continue to breathe naturally, begin to visualize the air around you. Though invisible to the eye, feel its presence against your skin. Perhaps there's a subtle current in the room, or maybe the air is perfectly still, waiting for your awareness to awaken it. Either way, acknowledge this element that fills all empty spaces, that moves between all things. Now, in your mind's eye, see yourself in a vast open meadow. The sky above you is an endless canvas of blue, scattered with feathery white clouds drifting lazily across its expanse. Tall grasses sway around you, dancing to the rhythm of a gentle breeze. Feel this same breeze touch your face, playing with your hair, whispering secrets against your ears. With each passing moment, the breeze grows slightly stronger, more confident in its dance with you. It carries the scent of wildflowers and sun-warmed earth, filling your lungs with vitality and life. As you stand in this meadow, become aware of your feet connecting with the ground beneath you. Feel the earth supporting you, holding you steady as the wind begins to swirl around your body. This is the sacred balance: earth below, air above, and you as the conscious bridge between these elements. Take another deep breath, drawing in the essence of the wind. As you exhale, imagine releasing a part of yourself into the air, perhaps a worry that's been weighing on you, or simply an acknowledgement of your presence in this vast world. Feel how the wind immediately accepts your offering, carrying it away, transforming it. In this exchange, you begin to sense the reciprocal nature of your relationship with air. You breathe it in, it becomes part of you, and then you release it back, changed by its journey through your being. This constant exchange reminds us that we are never truly separate from the world around us. We are porous beings, continuously sharing and transforming energy with everything we encounter. Now, as the breeze continues to caress your skin, imagine it beginning to take form. Not as something solid, but as a shimmering presence, a translucent ripple in the fabric of reality. This is the air spirit, ancient and ever new, formless yet distinctly present. It circles you curiously, playfully tugging at your clothes, ruffling your hair. Feel a smile form on your lips as you recognize this elemental being, this consciousness of wind that has known every creature that has ever drawn breath. The air spirit invites you to release the weight of your physical form, to remember the lightness that is your true nature. As you stand in the meadow, feel your body becoming less dense, more receptive to the currents of air moving through and around you. Your skin tingles with a new sensitivity, awakening to the subtle touch of the wind. With each breath, you become more attuned to the air spirit's presence, more aligned with its essence. You begin to sense that the boundary between your body and the air is not as solid as you once believed. There is a permeability, a sacred exchange happening with every inhalation and exhalation. The wind now moves, not just around you, but through you, as if you've become partially transparent to its touch. This is not a loss of self, but an expansion, a remembering of your connection to the element of air, to the breath of the world. Feel yourself growing lighter, as if gravity's hold on you has gently loosened. Your feet still touch the earth, but there's a new buoyancy in your body, a readiness for movement that wasn't there before. The air spirit circles you more quickly now, creating a spiral of energy that rises from the ground up through your body. This spiral awakens something ancient within you, the memory of dance, of ecstatic movement, of communion with the elements. Feel this awakening as a stirring in your solar plexus, a warmth that spreads outward to your limbs. Your body begins to sway slightly, moved not by conscious thought, but by the natural response to the wind's rhythm. This is the beginning of the wind dancer's path, this willingness to be moved, to surrender rigid control and allow the wisdom of air to guide your movement. Take a moment to fully embrace this sensation, this gentle rocking motion that connects you to the eternal dance of the elements. Feel gratitude for this moment of communion, for this remembering of your place in the natural order of things. As you continue to sway with the wind's gentle guidance, the air spirit's presence intensifies around you. The spiral of energy grows stronger, lifting your arms as if they've become wings, ready to embrace the sky. Your fingers stretch outward, sensitive to every subtle current and eddy in the air. Feel how the spaces between your fingers become channels for the wind to flow through, creating tiny vortices of energy that tingle with life. With each movement, your body remembers more of this ancient dance, this conversation between flesh and air, between form and formlessness. Now, the air spirit whispers an invitation, not in words, but in sensations, an invitation to surrender more deeply to the dance. Trust this invitation. Allow your feet to begin lifting from the earth one at a time in a slow and graceful walking motion that follows the circular path of the wind. Your steps become lighter, more fluid, as if the boundary between walking and floating has begun to dissolve. Around and around you move, following the spiral pattern that the air spirit creates for you. With each circuit, you rise slightly higher until your feet barely touch the tips of the swaying grasses. Skiko. There is no effort in this elevation, only the natural consequence of aligning yourself with the ascending currents of air. Feel the exhilaration of this gentle flight, this dancing between earth and sky. Your body has become a vessel for the wind's expression, a physical manifestation of its invisible movements. In this state of harmonious surrender, your consciousness begins to expand beyond the boundaries of your form. You become aware of the air not just around you, but throughout the entire meadow, throughout the sky above, extending to the distant horizon and beyond. This is the awareness of the wind dancer, this expanded perception that flows with the element of air wherever it travels. Allow yourself to experience this vastness, this freedom from the confines of ordinary perception. Feel how the wind connects all things, carrying scents, sounds, seeds, and stories across vast distances. The breeze that caresses your skin now may have recently danced across ocean waves, or whispered through mountain pines, or swirled through bustling city streets. In its journey, it has gathered the essence of countless places and beings, and now shares these subtle impressions with you. As you continue your spiral dance with the air spirit, begin to sense these stories carried on the wind, not as thoughts or images, but as direct knowings, as impressions that bypass the thinking mind and speak directly to your soul. Perhaps you sense the salt-tinged freshness of distant seas, or the crisp clarity of high mountain air, or the complex tapestry of forest scents, rich with life and decay. Each impression is a gift, a sharing of the wind's vast journey across the face of the earth. Now, as your dance continues, the air spirit guides you higher still, until you are floating fully above the meadow, held aloft by currents of warm air, rising from the sun-warmed earth. From this elevated perspective, you can see the meadow stretching out below you, a tapestry of greens and golds, dotted with the vibrant colors of wildflowers. Beyond the meadow, perhaps you glimpse forests, mountains, rivers, or the distant shimmer of the sea, all connected by the invisible ocean of air that flows across the land. Feel the freedom of this perspective, this bird's eye view that reveals the interconnectedness of all landscapes, all ecosystems. The boundaries that seem so solid from the ground between forest and field, between land and water, between earth and sky, are revealed as permeable, as zones of creative interchange rather than lines of separation. This is another teaching of the wind dancer's path, the recognition that boundaries are places of meeting and exchange, not walls of division. As you float gently on the thermal currents, the air spirit begins to guide you in a new direction, carrying you beyond the meadow. Trust this guidance. Allow yourself to be carried wherever the wind wishes to take you. Perhaps you drift over forests where the wind plays melodies through countless leaves, creating a symphony of rustling sounds. Or maybe you're carried to mountain peaks where powerful air currents carve stone into fantastic shapes over countless centuries. You might find yourself sweeping low over ocean waves where wind and water dance together in an ancient partnership that has shaped coastlines and weather patterns since time immemorial. Wherever the air spirit guides you, open yourself to the unique wisdom of that place, to the particular relationship between air and landscape that exists there. Feel how the wind behaves differently in each environment, how it funnels through mountain passes, how it spirals in forest clearings, how it races across open water. Each pattern of movement contains a teaching, a facet of the wind's vast intelligence. As you journey with the air spirit, you begin to sense that the wind is not merely a physical phenomenon, but a vast consciousness that interpenetrates our world. It is both the gentle breeze that cools your skin on a summer day and the powerful force that shapes weather systems spanning continents. It is both the subtle current that carries a seed to new soil and the mighty gale that transforms landscapes. Choko, in all its manifestations, from the gentlest whisper to the most powerful storm, it remains essentially itself, the element of air and motion, the breath of the living world. Now, as your journey continues, the air spirit brings you to a special place, a high cliff overlooking a vast expanse of sky and earth. Here, powerful updrafts rise from the land below, creating perfect conditions for the most exhilarating expression of the wind dancer's art. Feel yourself standing at the edge of this precipice, the wind rushing up to meet you, lifting your hair and clothes, inviting you into its most dynamic dance. This is a place of testing and transformation, where your trust in the air spirit will be deepened. Take a moment to center yourself, to feel the solid stone beneath your feet and the limitless sky before you. When you feel ready, truly ready, in the depths of your being, step forward into the empty air. Trust completely that the wind will support you, that the air spirit will not let you fall. As you step off the cliff edge, feel the exhilarating moment of suspension, that breathless instant between leaving the solid ground and being caught by the rising air. Then feel the powerful updraft catch you, lifting you higher than you've been before, carrying you upward in a spiraling motion that fills your entire being with ecstatic joy. This is the heart of the wind dancer's path, this absolute surrender to the element of air, this perfect trust in its ability to support you. In this surrender, you discover a paradoxical truth that in releasing control, you gain access to a greater power than you could ever generate through your own efforts. By aligning yourself with the natural movements of the air, you can fly without wings, dance without touching the earth, travel vast distances without exhaustion. Feel this truth not just as an idea, but as a lived experience as you soar on the powerful updrafts, your body moving in perfect harmony with the wind's flow. Cho, high above the earth now, you enter the realm of clouds, those magnificent sky sculptures formed by the marriage of air and water. Feel the cool moisture against your skin as you pass through these ephemeral formations, witnessing from within their constant process of creation and dissolution. The clouds teach another aspect of the wind dancer's wisdom, the beauty of impermanence, of forms that arise, express their unique beauty, and then transform into something new. Nothing in the sky remains fixed or static. The winds are constantly shaping and reshaping the aerial landscape, creating infinite variations of form and pattern. As you dance among the clouds, embody this same quality of fluid adaptability, allowing your movements to continuously evolve in response to the changing air currents. Feel how your body instinctively adjusts to each shift in the wind, each new pattern of flow, without needing conscious direction or control. This is the mastery of the wind dancer. Not rigid technique, but responsive attunement to the element's own intelligence. Now, as you continue to soar through the vast sky, the air spirit begins to guide you toward a special gathering, a meeting of winds from all directions, a council of aerial beings. Feel yourself being drawn to this gathering place high above the earth, where currents from north and south, east and west converge in a great spiraling dance. As you approach, become aware of other presences in the air around you, other dancers, other spirits, other beings who share affinity with the element of air. Some may appear in human-like form, others as birds or mythical winged creatures, still others as purely energetic patterns in the air itself. All are welcome in this aerial gathering, this celebration of wind and freedom and flight. Join the great circle of wind dancers, finding your place in the spiraling pattern they create together. Feel the energy of the circle intensify as you add your presence to it, as your unique essence contributes to the collective dance. In this gathering, there is a sharing of wisdom, a communion of aerial knowledge that transcends ordinary language. Through movement, through resonance, through the subtle language of the wind itself, you begin to receive teachings that have been carried on the air since the world's beginning. You learn of ancient wind patterns that have shaped the face of the earth over countless millennia. You glimpse the invisible geography of air currents that birds have followed in their migrations since time immemorial. You sense the subtle changes in these patterns brought about by the warming of the world and the adaptations that all airkin are making in response. Most importantly, you remember your own place in this great community of beings who share relationship with the element of air. Whether through breath, through flight, through voice, or through spirit, you are connected to this element, dependent upon it, in communion with it always. As the gathering of wind dancers continues its spiraling movement, you begin to sense a growing intensity, a building energy that seeks expression. The great circle spins faster, drawing in more power with each rotation, creating a vortex of aerial energy that extends from the highest reaches of the atmosphere down to the earth below. Feel yourself becoming both more energized and more transparent as this vortex intensifies, more fully yourself and yet more fully merged with the element of air. There is a moment of perfect balance, of exquisite tension between individual identity and elemental union. And then, at the peak of this tension, there is release. A joyous explosion of energy that sends all the dancers spinning outward like seeds from a bursting pod, each carrying a portion of the gathered wisdom to a different part of the world. Feel yourself being carried on this wave of dispersal, spinning through the sky with exhilarating speed, your body trailing streamers of light and mist. You are a messenger now, a carrier of aerial wisdom, bringing the gifts of the wind gathering back to the physical realm. The air spirit guides your descent, spiraling you gradually back toward the earth, back toward the place where your journey began. As you descend, feel the wisdom you've gathered being integrated into your being, not as separate memories or concepts, but as a changed relationship with the element of air itself. Your body remembers the movements of the wind dance, the feeling of surrender to aerial currents, the joy of weightless flight. Your breath carries the essence of this experience deep into your tissues, infusing each cell with the qualities of air, lightness, adaptability, connectivity, freedom. As you approach the earth once more, see the meadow where your journey began coming into view below you. It appears both familiar and somehow new, seen through eyes that have soared with the wind and danced among clouds. The air spirit guides you to a gentle landing, your feet touching down softly on the swaying grasses. Feel the earth welcome you back, solid and supportive beneath your feet, even as the wind continues to dance around you. You stand now in perfect balance between these elements, grounded in earth, infused with air, a living bridge between realms. Take a moment to honor this balance, this integration of seemingly opposite qualities. Feel how the solidity of earth and the freedom of air are not contradictory but complementary, each enhancing and supporting the other when held in proper relationship. This is perhaps the deepest teaching of the wind dancer's path, that true freedom comes not from escaping our connection to earth, but from dancing in the creative space between groundedness and liberation. Poti. As you stand in the meadow, the air spirit circles you one final time, creating a gentle vortex that helps to settle the energies of your journey, to integrate the experiences you've had in the realm of wind and sky. Feel a gentle compression, a soft condensing of your expanded awareness back into your physical form, not as a limitation, but as a focusing of the vast wisdom you've gathered. The air spirit's movement slows, gradually coming to rest as a gentle breeze that continues to caress your skin, to play with your hair, to remind you of the constant presence of air in your life. Know that you can return to the wind dancer's path whenever you wish, through breath, through movement, through conscious communion with the air around you. The wisdom of wind is always available to those who approach with respect, with openness, with willingness to surrender to its flow. As the air spirit's presence gently recedes, becoming once more the ordinary yet miraculous air that surrounds you always, take a deep breath of gratitude for this journey, for these teachings, for this remembering of your relationship with the element of air. Feel your lungs expand with a deep inhalation, receiving this gift of breath that has been with you since your first moment in this world and will remain with you until your last. As you exhale, release your gratitude into the air itself, knowing that it will be carried on the wind to the farthest reaches of the world. In this way, your personal experience becomes part of the greater tapestry of air's journey, a thread in the invisible fabric that connects all breathing beings. Stand quietly in the meadow for a few moments more, allowing the gentle breeze to continue its dance around you. Feel how your body has been changed by this journey, how it holds the memory of flight, of surrender, of communion with the element of air. Notice how your breath flows more freely now, how your chest expands more fully with each inhalation, how your exhales carry away tension that you may have been holding for a very long time. This lightness, this openness, these are not just temporary states, but lasting gifts from your dance with the wind. As you prepare to bring this journey to a close, take one final deep breath of the meadow air, filling yourself with its vitality, its aliveness, its connection to all things. Hold this breath for a moment at the top, feeling how it nourishes every cell of your body. And as you exhale, begin to feel yourself gently returning to ordinary awareness, to the physical space where your body rests. The meadow slowly fades from your vision, though its essence remains with you, carried in your breath, in your cells, in your spirit. Begin to notice once more the sensations of your physical body, the weight of it resting on the surface beneath you, the temperature of the air against your skin, the subtle movements of your chest as you breathe. Feel your connection to the ground, supporting you, holding you safely as you complete this transition back to ordinary awareness. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently, reawakening sensation in your extremities. Roll your shoulders softly, feeling the fluid movement that remains from your dance with the wind. When you feel ready, slowly open your eyes, bringing the wisdom of the wind dancer's path back with you into your everyday life. Know that the air spirit is always with you, present in every breath, in every breeze that touches your skin, in the vast and invisible ocean of air that surrounds us all. You need only turn your attention to the sensation of breathing to reconnect with this elemental ally, this ancient teacher of freedom and flow. In the days ahead, you may notice subtle changes in how you move through the world. Perhaps a new lightness in your step, a greater ease in releasing what no longer serves you, a deeper appreciation for the invisible currents that connect all living things. These are the gifts of the wind dancer, integrated into your being through this journey of communion with air. Carry them with you as you move forward, allowing them to transform your relationship, not only with the element of air, but with all aspects of your life. Remember that just as the wind cannot be grasped or held, the greatest freedom comes from releasing attachment, from allowing life to flow through you and around you in its natural patterns. This is the wisdom of air, ever moving, ever changing, yet eternally itself in all its transformations. As our time together draws to a close, I invite you to carry the spirit of the wind with you throughout your day, allowing its gentle presence to remind you of your own capacity for freedom, for lightness, for joyful surrender to the flow of life. If you've found value in this journey along the wind dancer's path, consider supporting our continued creation of these meditative experiences. A simple like or subscription helps the winds of inspiration continue to flow through NirvanaSparks. By clicking the notification bell, you'll be among the first to know when new meditations arrive, like leaves carried on the first breeze of autumn. Until we meet again on another elemental path, may the winds of grace support you, may your spirit remain light, and may your dance with the invisible currents of life bring you ever-deepening joy and freedom. This is Rune from NirvanaSparks, honored to have journeyed with you through the realm of air and wind. Breathe deeply, dance freely, and remember always the invisible embrace of the air spirit that surrounds you in every moment. Farewell, wind dancer, until our paths cross again on the currents of breath and awareness.